Um, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Watley, broadcasting live from the man cave once again. I actually have a bit of bad news. I mistakenly deleted the other two videos that went after the last video you seen. I had already started cutting my hair, as you guys know. Right now, pretty much going with the number 2 guard closed against the grain. I actually had some pretty good information in the other videos that I mistakenly deleted, but basically, like I said, washed my hair, combed it out, compressed it, went against the grain with the comb after I took off my do-rags, and then I combed it with the grain. But basically, once again, just as a recap, you want to start from your hairline and go straight back, basically in the opposite direction of the way you brush. Once again, the beauty part of a against the grain haircut is that it's already going as low as it's going to go. So if you go over a certain area, you're not going to make it lower than the rest. Against the grain is very good for giving yourself a even all over haircut, because when you go with the grain, because especially with wavy hair like ours, it can actually skip over certain sections because you're going with the grain and end up with a haircut that is highly uneven. For my people with nicer, finer hair, or good hair, believe it or not, an against the grain haircut is probably better for you, because due to your texture and the way your hair lays down, going with the grain can sometimes produce very uneven results, as opposed to someone like myself who has coarse hair. Because my hair curls a lot more, going with the grain makes it very easy for me to get an even cut, even though I'm going with the grain. So for example, for my people with the good hair, you of course will not go against the grain with a number 2, because for you, a number 2 against the grain would pretty much take away all your waves, whereas for me, a 2 against the grain will give me, actually good results. So if you're, someone with nicer hair, you definitely want to use a larger guards like a 4 or a 5 and go against the grain, and that'll give you enough length left, and also you have the opportunity to go lower if you so desire. But in my other video, I already kind of did it, so I'm just gonna go over it again, just so you guys can see, because unfortunately my dumb ass deleted the other videos. So what I said in the other video is basically that when you're going against the grain around the crown area, you don't have to worry about hurting your crown, because you're pretty much going straight through it. And some of you guys may be a little squeamish, so don't worry. I'm not hurting my crown at all. I said what you want to do is make an X with your crown, which is basically going up against the way you brush it in all different directions, so that way you can catch all the hairs, because a lot of us, our crowns swirl. And for example, where hair might be going in this direction, you might want to cut it this way and then this way, just to get it in every possible direction, so you can make sure it's even. And once again, cutting it against the grain is very quick, because you're not worried about trying to make it perfectly, even with the grain. As always, you want to start from the hairline and work your way through the crown. Not to the crown, but through the crown. If you have any questions, you can always comment, or ask me on Facebook, because you have a better chance of getting a quick response on Facebook, because I honestly barely check my YouTube, because I'm not in it for the likes or for the views. I'm just trying to help out. So let me show you guys what I'm doing here. All I'm pretty much doing is cutting, and once again, I hope I said it before, but if I didn't, you have to be brushing with the grain. The reason you're doing this is because at the end of the day, after you're done cutting your hair, you're going to be brushing with the grain. So what you're doing is you're trying to put your hair in a position that you're going to be familiar with. So for example, for us, we're doing it with the grain. And this is also removing a lot of the stray cut hairs off the top of your head. And of course, when you're brushing, although you're cutting your hair, you still want to brush in the direction you usually brush. And as you can see, midway through the haircut, these are the results. So once again, I'm going to finish up the haircut, and then I'll post a video of the final product because at the end of the day, you guys don't want to sit here and watch me cut my hair for the next 5 minutes. So basically, all I'm doing is going against the grain. Now, just so you know, you may reach certain areas where you have a harder time. Like, say for example, your hairline, if it curls up a little bit too much, what you could do is like take a 1 and go just slightly with the grain, or even with the 2, depending on your hair texture. You can go with the grain as well, just to catch little stray hairs that may grow the opposite way. For example, for me, my right here on the front of my head, I have a swirl or a cowlick, where my hair actually grows in the opposite direction. So my waves will never actually come completely to the shoreline because I'm a little cowlick here. But as I wolf, it looks a little bit better than it does when my hair is actually cut. So it's okay to go in all different directions, because once again, you're going against the grain and it's already as low as it's going to be. So you want to, once again, just hit it in all directions. So I'll go ahead and finish my cut, and then I'll hit you guys with a final product video. Like I said, comment, hit me up on Facebook, Watley Spin Cycle Petit-frere. Like I said, if you got any questions, I can answer them a little bit better there for you than commenting on these videos, because I don't do it for the views, I do it for the people. Thanks.